Hallo Leute, welcome back to this video. First, delete everything in the scene and add a curve, a Bezier curve. And when you have added the curve, go in edit mode, and then you can rotate the points with R and add multiple points with E to extrude, and then just create hello or whatever other text you want to create. You can always readjust if you want to change the text a little bit. And you can also, if you cannot do it freehanded, just add a text and go in edit mode and type the text you want to make. For example, hello, and position it in the right position, and then you have something to make the text from. So now we come to the next part. So we add a cylinder and go to the cylinder settings, and we want high quality, so we change the vertices. So maybe 60 sounds good. And then we close the settings again, rotate the cylinder on the y-axis, and then we make it smaller so we have a longer pipe. And now you have to decide how long you want to make it. So do you only want to make it that some of the text is visible, or do you want to make it that all of the text is visible? If you want to make it a little bit longer, you first have to set a loop cut in the middle, and then do on either side of it loop cuts, because the max loop cuts you can do once are 100, and we of course want a decently high resolution. Then we go to modifiers and add the curve modifier. And with the object picker, we pick the Bezier curve. And now we can see if we take the cylinder, we can move it on the x-axis and see the text. Now we can see that there's not that high of a resolution, so we can add a subdivision surface modifier, and now we don't have these harsh edges. So now we can keyframe the cylinder, move it to the left, and then just press I and press location. I'm gonna bring up the animation settings here. Go to whatever frame you want. I'll just choose 100, and then take the cylinder on the x-axis and move it till you're happy, and then press I again and add a keyframe for location. Now you can look at the animation, but now you can see, of course, see these weird edges where the cylinder is intersecting with itself. So you want to go into edit mode of the Bezier curve and just move the points in the y-axis, and you can also rotate them just so that they can intersect, but they shouldn't intersect so that you can see it from the camera. So now you can see that everything is not intersecting, and here you can see that there aren't these weird edges. So now I like to go in the edit mode of the cylinder and select the first ring and turn proportional editing on with O, or just there on the top, and then scale it a little bigger. I would suggest using sharp and then scale it a little. Then I like to choose a ring a little further down the line and scale it again, but this time choose the radius almost the whole cylinder. You can change the radius with the mouse wheel, and just a really subtle size change, and you can also mark a ring on the other side and scale it a little down, just so the beginning is a little bigger than the end. So now you can see when I play it that it looks cool. So now we are going to make the shading for the cylinder. So go to the shading tab and add material to the cylinder, and now you can of course just use a single color, but I am going to show you another technique. So go to input and take the texture coordinate to get the generated vector. Then go to converter and choose separate X, Y, Z, and then plug the generated input in the vector. And now you have to find the right input, so try the X, Y, and Z input to find the right vector. And you can see this color gradient here on the cylinder, and try to play the animation to find the right one. So that's not the right one, so just use Z, and that seems to be the right one. So then we want it in color and not in black and white, so we add another node and then choose color ramp, and now we can change the color of any of these points to, for example, yellow, and then just add every color we want to have. when we have all the colors, then go to the linear button and go to constant, and then go to distribute stops from left, and then we have the colors all done. You can change them if you want, but then I would recommend you to blend it in more, to either take the transmission up a little, but if you choose to make the transmission higher, it looks a little like glass or maybe plastic. So I'm gonna choose the alpha value, so it's just a little more blended in with the whole scene.